Welcome to Melita's Delicacies. Friends, today I have for you yet another delicious recipe perfect for vegans, vegetarians as well as non-vegetarians. So today let's get started in making this delicious soya chunk mince recipe. It's very easy and soya chunks are very nutritious too. I'm going to show you from scratch using soya chunks how to make this soya mince recipe. It turns out very delicious and perfect for this season. So let's get started. Now here I have taken about 350 grams of soya. Now first we need to boil these soya grains for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now in your vessel, add about 4-5 liters of water depending upon the quantity of your soya chunks. Into it I have added about 3 spicy green chilies. Into it add about half tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt. Give it a nice good stir. Now this is done so that the soya chunks, when they absorb the water and swell up, they do not turn tasteless. They absorb these basic taste and they become flavorful. Once your water boils up, add in your soya. They tend to rise up. So lower your heat so that it doesn't spill out, and mix them well since they float on the top. Lower your flame, close the lid and let them simmer for just about 2 minutes, but ensure that they do not spill. You see, they are almost spilling out now. Give it a good stir again. After about 2 minutes, turn off your flame, cover and let them rest for about 5 minutes so that they get nice and swollen. Soya chunks have swollen up nicely. Now I'll drain the water and transfer them into a wide plate so that they cool down completely, because we need to squeeze their water out. Until then, I'll prepare the other ingredients for the soya chunks. Until my soya chunks rest, if you are new to my channel or haven't subscribed already, then please do subscribe now. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new recipe. And I also have another soya chunks recipe in my channel. I'm giving the link in the description. Do watch that as well. I have taken about 1 full coconut. It's about 2.5 cup of grated coconut, which I will grind with water and extract thick juice separately and thin juice and keep it ready. I will prepare the masala for the mince. Now here I have taken 1 tablespoon of pepper, half tablespoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, about 4 inches of cinnamon which I have broken into pieces, half teaspoon of cumin seeds. Now here I have about 2 inch of ginger. I've just cut it into pieces and add to it. And I have here about 7 to 8 cloves of garlic peeled. I have here 10 spicy green chilies that you can adjust according to your spice level. And I have here coriander along with its stalks. I just cut in the chilies and the coriander and add to my mixer jar and grind it to a smooth fine paste. About 2 tablespoons of vinegar. You may also add tamarind pulp. Here my masala is ready. I just love this bright color. My soya chunks have nicely cooled down now. Now squeeze out the juice of these soya chunks. Just to save time, one side I'll squeeze the soya chunks, the other side I'll keep my wok ready for the masala. Add about 2 tablespoons of oil into your wok. Into it add 2 large onions finely chopped and saute them till they turn translucent. Now the soya chunks that you had squeezed out the juice, add them to your mixer jar and grind them in pulses till they turn the texture of a mince. Here you see I have just ground it and it has turned, but you see some pieces have still remained, so I will give another 2 or 3 pulses more. Here my onions have turned translucent. To this I am adding here 2 large tomatoes roughly chopped and saute them till they turn nice and soft. My mince is ready here, you can see. Isn't it a perfect texture of the meat mince? Just loosen up the mince a little so that there are no chunks in it. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to your tomatoes so that they turn soft quickly. Now once the tomatoes have turned soft, add to it the prepared masala paste and saute it till the masala is halfway cooked. Adjust the consistency of the masala by adding the leftover masala water from the mixer. Now add the thin coconut milk to this masala mixture. Give it a nice good stir and let it come to a boil. Do a taste test and add salt as required. I'm also adding here, since it is a little bit spicy, I'm adding another tablespoon of vinegar. You may also add tamarind pulp. And friends, if you like my recipe, please press the like button and also share it with your family and friends so that they too benefit from watching my recipe. Once it comes to the boil, add in the soya mince. Add in batches so that it gets nicely incorporated into the masala. Now to give a little texture to this, I am adding here some green peas and also some finely cut carrots. Adding carrot and green peas is totally optional, but it gives a texture as you are eating it, and also it becomes more nutritious and it also makes it substantial. Give it a nice good stir, cover and let it cook for about 5 minutes on medium flame. You see, after 5 minutes it has thickened up so much that all the moisture is been absorbed by the soya chunks again. At this stage, add in the thick coconut milk. I've used fresh coconut milk. You can always use tinned coconut milk as also, or you can even make it without the coconut milk. This makes it nice, creamy and rich. Since the soya chunks does not have any fat content, so this is a very good option to make it nice, rich, creamy and delicious. Give it a nice good mix and let it cook on low flame for about 5 minutes. Do the taste test and finally add in a generous amount of coriander to it and give a good mix. Cook it for another 2 minutes and let it rest for at least 5 minutes so that the flavors settle down. At this stage, you may also add some more butter or ghee if you wish to make it more rich But to me, this is perfectly done. I just love this. With a final good stir and turn off your flame and let it rest at least for 5 minutes so that the flavors settle down. Here, my delicious soya chunks mince is ready to be served. I've garnished it with some fresh coriander and a piece of butter to make it more rich and creamy. Do try this recipe and enjoy this delicious soya chunk mince. Goes perfect for breakfast, lunch or dinner, and it's so versatile that you can have it with bread, chapati, rice or parota, anything that you want to combine with. It's perfect and so delicious. And friends, I just can't wait to try it with my hot chapati. Try this recipe and enjoy. See you next week with yet another delicious recipe that I'm sure you would love to try. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Until then, keep watching Melita's Delicacies for more exciting recipes.